What's poppin', y'all? Welcome back to I Do It Myself. I'm Wayno. If this is your first time here, it's good to have you. If you like what it is that I do, hit that sub button, run up them likes. Today we talking about Fivio Foreign, Brooklyn's own. B-Dot's GOAT. Nah, shouts out to my bro B-Dot. But on a more serious tone, Fivio, you bugging out. You bugging, Brody. You bugging. And I'm gonna be respectful because I have respect for Fivio. You know what I'm saying? I'm not taking this opportunity to disrespect Fivio. I just wanna highlight where he's bugging at, if I'm gonna say it. Now listen, Fivio has been locked up for the past 6 months, I believe. He just came home last month. And there was this running meme, you know what I'm saying? It was this running meme about how nobody cared that Fivio was locked up because no one was saying free him. I mean, listen, that within itself, that's just the internet being the internet. It's its own world. But let's talk more so about what Fivio has been doing since he's come home. So shouts out to Jim Jones, my big bro Jim Jones. He has his own podcast now. It's called Artist to Artist. And he was talking to Fivio. And we're gonna start here, and then we'll go through the timeline of since Fivio's been back. I think it's been about a month now. I could be wrong. But he's talking about streamers.
Streamers, and I got nothing against streamers, but I'm just telling you facts. The streamers got lit from having people on their stream. The cool people on their stream. So they're following. The rapper's not gonna go chill with this rapper and this rapper and this rapper to get, like, do collabs. A streamer going chill with this rapper today, tomorrow another one, tomorrow the mayor, tomorrow another influencer, tomorrow. It's like they understand. I went on a stream with Pac with Max, and I just say that he wasn't lit, but he wasn't as lit
as those at that time.
Right, so it's not the streamer that's lit. They like the platform. So it's what happens on the platform that people like the platform. People don't really like the individuals.
But look how fast that moment went super viral. You was able to take control of that moment, make it work in your favor, take whatever went, turn it positive in your favor, come back out, went viral with the record. But that's what I'm talking about, how powerful that whole streaming shit is. Like,
everybody's looking at it now.
Let me tell you where you are wrong, bro. You're wrong, you're wrong, you're wrong. See, the thing about streaming in the rap world is the rappers just started getting in and getting around streamers within the past like 5 or 6 years, right? Like I say not even, maybe 4. Because when I was on Everyday Struggle, Act was streaming. And I was seeing people that were streaming also. But nobody was dealing with rappers. But this was a world. This was a world that was operating within its own space. And the thing is that what you may not know, and what a lot of rappers who don't pay attention to their business may not know, is a lot of rappers marketing, they're marketing, the people who handle their marketing, pay these streamers so that y'all could get hot because it's switched in entertainment. Now, if you're a person that loves music, then you love music for music. But if you're a person that loves personality and your favorite rapper needs some, they gotta go sit with a streamer. They gotta go get hot. This whole shit done flipped, and it don't apply to everybody. But this is why this you know the term this you on the internet is undefeated.
All right, good. This is perfect. Baby, can you help? Good question. I just came home.
Yes.
What kind of song do you think I should do?
Listen, I'm not gonna lie. You're Fivio. Listen, this is how you gotta look at it. I'm Talil, and I got a good community, so my community gonna watch me regardless. So you got a big enough fan base, they gonna listen to any type of music you want to drop, you feel what I'm saying? But since music is changing in so many different ways, you don't want to drop something, you like, damn, I feel like I'm copying this person, you feel what I'm saying? But you can't never have that mindset. You would just do what somebody else doing, but do it better in a Fivio
how I do it.
Yeah, so like smart. Sexy drill, you do it Fivio foreign way, trap Fivio foreign way, TikTok, like I like Zeddy will.
He's going crazy.
He's
Fivio, whether you notice it or not, you just contradicted your whole point about streamers having to go to people in order to get popping. You literally walked up on Ty Lil while he was streaming and asked him, what type of song should you make? What type of song should you make? Now listen, Fivio is an artist that, I want to say Big Drip, it started out as a local hit, but I've been in LA in the club and that song rang off, you know what I'm saying? Went on to do songs with everybody. Went on to do songs with Kanye, Alicia Keys, you know what I mean, be on the Donda album. Or listen, Fivio has had a nice trajectory. But here's the point where potential, you can't go off potential forever. Because at that cusp, at that moment where you had that potential, bro, you really didn't take it and run with it. You really didn't take it and run with it. And this is no disrespect to you, but I'm just telling you, bro, when you say that streamers ain't that lit, and then you literally walking up to a streamer while they on stream and asking them what you should do, think about this. Ty Lil, he's not never gonna ask no rapper what type of stream he should be doing. Ever is never gonna ask no rapper. I don't care who it is. He's not gonna ask nobody what he should do. You wanna know why? Because this streaming world has been operating at its own pace. They don't need y'all. Let's just keep it 1,000. Does it make for good content when they get an artist on their stream? Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Because a lot of them are within the same age bracket as y'all, and due to y'all being in the same age bracket, most of them, y'all do shit within the wheelhouse of what y'all do, whether that's comedy, playing around, having shorties around, you know what I mean, going to eat. You see all types of crazy shit happen on stream. But the streamers is never coming into rap. The streamers actually shun rap. You know how many rappers streamers turn down to be on their shit? Do you not, listen, you might not know, but have an audit, because they might have paid. They might have paid for Black Boy Mac for you to be on that stream. You don't know. They might have paid. But as, you know, this interview goes on, Fivio talks to Jim Jones about Nas and why, and I can clearly see that Jim is trying to stay away from every single Nas conversation because of how this summer went for him. And how he even said it on Angie Martinez, I ain't know how many people love Nas. But let's watch this conversation.
Went through with the whole Nas situation and shit like that. You heard, like, it's me being me, but I know how to twist. I do these things to
better than not. I'm gonna tell you why.
Let's not.
Can I just say why? All right, let me just say one thing. What I feel. I grew up with niggas like Sosa, Gino, and I'm not saying that the man is wacky. He's not a legend. He's been out for years. So I got a song with the nigga, and I got a song on the album, and the album got a Grammy. But I can't sit there and say a Nas bar to you, or a song, I like One Mic, or like a song that's like,
bro, Fivio Foreign, I want you to realize something. This is some of the main reasons why artists have PR. And you don't have to have PR from your label. But if you're investing in your own career and you're moving around a certain way, you have to be prepared for certain types of conversations for this moment right here. As soon as you said, because I feel like you better than Nas, Jim tried to stop you, right? He tried to stop you. And then secondly, you say, I got a song with the nigga and, you know, it won a Grammy. Fivio, that is not nothing light, bro. Just for you to be able to say that you got a song with Nas is a privilege. You're from Brooklyn. You from New York. You from New York, bro. You was on the King's Disease album. The album won a Grammy. That's your first Grammy with Nas. There should be no type of conversation or dialogue about you saying anything, even if you don't like his music. You could hate his music. You could totally, when you in your personal time and you around your homies, man, I hate that Illmatic shit. I ain't never get into it. You could say whatever you want, brother, whatever you want, but you do not get on a platform. You do not get on a platform and talk down, because whether you realize it or not, brother, you're talking down. You do not talk down on one of our prestige legends in the game, especially you being from New York, and then negate the fact that you won a Grammy with him. Bro, what else is there to say? You don't have no Grammys other than with him. Come on, brother. Come on. And this is why I'm gonna keep it 100. I don't do management no more. Totally out of the management game. I don't manage artists and none of that shit. But this is why it pays to have good management. Because somebody's supposed to be like, yo, bro, come on, chill. Or Capo, yo, Capo, let's not put the Nas part in there. You feel me? And it's not about like being politically correct. It's not about like trying to preserve your relationships. It's just about respect, man. It's just about respect. You was hot, you know what I mean? You was hot around that time, and niggas decided to work with you and put you on the record, and it came, you know what I mean? It came to fruition. It's Nas' first Grammy off of his, you know what I mean? It's Nas' first Grammy in his career. There's nothing negative that should be said about that. You cannot give no backhanded compliments, but let's watch a little bit more of what Fivio has to say.
But I can.
It's just not me.
So, but I understand. So that's what I want the people to know. Like, but I can, cause Nas was my era. You understand what I'm saying? Like, Nas was my era. Like I came up fucking with Nas. Like we knew, I know the Nas shit. You heard? But moving forward, I started a whole new era and a whole new genre and a generation of people that you did. But I just be doing me. But I'm just telling you how that was. So now that we on that type of shit. So who were some of your biggest influences as rappers coming up? Like who made you feel like you wanted to become a rapper? Who was some of the people that you wanted to dress like? Like let me hear some of that, because that's the essence of what makes a nigga become a basketball player, what makes a nigga become, like, who was that for you?
I'm gonna keep it real. I was infatuated with Chief Keef in Chicago. The shit
Shout
was
out to Chief
so
Keef.
it was just like, it was crazy. I liked it. Meek Mills. Pain was crazy. I loved Dipset. Jim
Thank
Jones, Joel Santana.
Thank you.
No lie. You know what I'm saying? Like we was like, we was young. Well,
Fivio, first of all, brother, it don't look like you was prepared to speak. That's a whole nother conversation. It don't look like you was prepared to speak. Secondly, of course you're going to say Dipset. You know what I'm saying? Of course. You up there with Jim. Of course you're going to say Dipset. Now, the thing that the internet is giving him backlash on is Chief Keef. Now, listen, Chief Keef and them, they influence Black America, Black youth everywhere. But Fivio is, what is he? He's about 35 years old. When Chief Keef started popping, he was 16. Fivio was around 21. Brother, again, I don't know why your advisors ain't forewarn you, man. I don't know why, man. Now, I'm going to salute Jim, because Jim is trying to put himself in a new space, taking himself out his comfort zone. I've known Jim for a very long time. And even I'm seeing like him, even when he's talking, you know what I'm saying? Like he's excited to do this, because one thing I'll say about Jim is that Jim has always advocated for young and up and coming artists. There's no way you could get around that. But Fivio Foreign, brother, let's just focus on you for a second. Let's just focus on you. What you should have done when you came home is got low immediately. You know what I'm saying? Got low. Came up with a strategy, came up with a schedule, and came up with a plan. Not rush to be back in front of the cameras, bro. Not rush to be in front of the cameras asking Tylil, yo, what you think I should do? And salute to Tylil, because I like that young brother. I ain't gonna lie, man. I'm advocating for all my young brothers and sisters coming out of the New York scene, whether you a streamer, artist, as long as your shit dope. If your shit trash, fuck out of here. But you can't be on, like, this, not even the interview, but just your answers is all over the place, bro. You can't be on one hand saying that streamers ain't lit and that they gotta find artists to be with. Bro, Casanat had John Cena. John Cena pull up to his stream. You think he give a damn about a rapper? Are you kidding me, bro? RDC World, Flight, Soluminati. These is people that got popping streaming playing video games, being in the crib, having fun with their friends. They did not get popping. This is why one of the problems I have when everybody tries to call them hip hop journalists, listen, they listen to music, but they're not journalists by no means. Are they hip hop media? Yes, but they're not hip hop media in the sense of you going to sit in that crib with Kai Cenat and he's going to ask you deep questions about your career. That's where Elliot Wilson had got all that shit wrong. Thinking that Kai Cenat is trying to take his spot. No, Kai Cenat and all these streamers, AMP, RDC World, all of these different guys, they made their own lane years ago when streaming was not the most sexy shit out there, when streaming was just for kids who sat in the crib on PS4s, playing 2K in a park. You know what I'm saying? I only know about a lot of them because my son was watching all of this shit. Fivio, you should have got low, brother. You should have got low and should have got in the studio and worked on your music and worked on your brand. Thought about how you want to present yourself when you come back outside. You know what I'm saying? Thought about what outfit you wanted to wear. Thought about how you wanted to speak, how you wanted to be seen, perceived, and received. You know what I'm saying? Like how you wanted the world to accept you once you started dropping new music, dropping new content, videos, merch, whatever. Not sitting up there winging it, bro. Not sitting up there talking about some, yeah, I got a Grammy with Nas, but so what? Like, come on, brother. Come on, man. We got to do better, bro. We got to do better. We got to do better. We got to do better. I'm not gonna call you friend or foe, because I know you's a friend. You ain't a foe. But at the same time, bro, these is foe activities. You know what I'm saying? Like you gotta reel it back, man, and you gotta. We need to feel how serious you is about your career. That's what's happening. We need to see how serious you is about your career. You had a spark when you started. You know what I mean? You had some potential. But you gotta get your shit together, bro. You gotta come back looking strong, bro. You gotta come back looking strong. You can't come back words kind of slurring, you know what I mean? And like I said, I'm saying all this with respect because I got respect for you, but come on, my nigga. Got to do better. This is how I do it myself. For the ones that rock with me, you know how we doing. For the ones that don't, eventually you will. Catch you on the next one. Peace.